Alright, a new Black Widow trailer came out. So, what did I think of it? Well, something I immediately noticed is that the best parts of this movie are all the practical action scenes, as well as the practical locations and effects. Marvel have done a shitload of CGI in their movies, and even though they look good, nothing beats great cinematography in a practical location. So I really like that about this trailer. But whenever I saw CGI, particularly the last shot where she is skydiving, it looked so fake. Hopefully it looks better in the final movie, but there's nothing particularly visually awesome about this scene, especially when you take into account that in Mission Impossible 6 we saw Tom Cruise do a halo jump, and not only was it practical, but it was all done in one shot with IMAX cameras, and we got that last year. In Black Widow, however, a movie that's going to release 2 years later, we get this unimpressive and safe CGI shot. Now another thing I liked was the part when Russian Hopper over here says that the family is back together again, but then the moment gets ruined when one of the characters say, "You got fat." I hate when Marvel do this. They have a nice and heartfelt moment, but then they just ruin it with a joke. There was a time to say "you've gotten fat," it was when he first geared up in the costume, but to say it in the middle of a family get-together and emotional speech, they just really killed off any nice vibes that I initially got from this genuine moment. One of the things I really like about Shazam is that despite being a movie that is essentially a full-on comedy, whenever the emotional stuff happened, they never threw in a stupid joke to offset the moment. They actually found a way to make the moment feel even more sad, or they suddenly threw in some stakes after the character had an emotional moment, but throwing in a joke just kills the emotional build-up of these scenes, and they have very little impact left. So this scene really is bullshit. Marvel have a habit of doing this, and it never fails to take me out of a scene. Besides that, I like the tone this movie is going for. Marvel are finally making a movie that doesn't rely on a ton of CGI throughout the whole movie, and I hope this film is a lot more raw and real rather than feeling 100% like a comic book film. Now this doesn't look like it's going to transcend the genre like other comic book movies, as there are clearly a lot of typical Marvel traits here, but I like that it's at least got a mix, and the trailers for this certainly give you a much better impression than the trailers for Captain Marvel. It also looks much better than Birds of Prey. There's one big, glaring problem about this movie though, and I'm pretty sure that everyone will agree. The movie is being made way too late. First of all, Black Widow is dead, and now they choose to give her a standalone movie. That's kind of an insult, and it reeks of the studio being late with scheduling her movie. They should have made Black Widow, so when we watched Avengers Endgame 1 month later, we would feel even more sad when she died, because we got to go on an extra journey with her, and as a result, we were able to get even more emotionally attached to her. But no, we got Captain I Do All My Own Stunts Marvel instead. And look how that turned out. It really was a pointless and last minute inclusion that we really didn't need 1 month before Endgame. And because of this, anytime I was getting excited during this trailer, I immediately got uninterested, because her story is over, and I liked how her death emotionally resonated with me. So why are we ruining that and revisiting her story now? We wanted this movie so many years ago, Marvel, but you're giving it to us now, and you're too late. So rather than feeling like I will definitely go see this movie, right now, I feel like I might go out and see it. Because I liked the idea that my last movie-going experience in the theater with Black Widow was with Endgame, whereas this coming out now really feels out of place. So yeah, those are my first impressions of the trailer. Comment below and let me know what you guys think. Do you think I was too harsh on this trailer, or do you feel the same way as I do? I genuinely think the movie could be great, but I think it would have been better and far more appreciated if it came out sooner rather than later. And seeing as this movie takes place after Captain America Civil War, they had plenty of time to give it to us sooner. Anyway, moving on to a bit of news from the channel, I'm working on more podcasts for my Patreon, so feel free to donate just $1 and you will gain access to my rapidly growing list of podcasts. I will even be putting up a mini versus podcast of Lady and the Tramp later today, and I will be comparing the animated movie with the recent live-action remake on Disney+, so you'll definitely want to stay tuned for that. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I will see all of you next time. Take care.